Yeah. So it is going to be a baptism video for the day 7th of June 2026. It's good. She's going back to Monday. I think crazy. Bueno, bro. It's right there. And I'm gonna remove all the drawings that I did. That is cool. Okay, perfect. So nothing but 1 minute time frame. I'm just going to try with 1 minute. Whatever the data that I have right now, whatever the data that I'm looking after market open or whatever it might be, I'm just going to go no more than 2 minutes or no more than 15 minutes or so nothing more than 15 minutes. So here it is. We got this internal low right here. So that also creates a market opening gap and price already filled it. So we can expect the price not to do it. That's one thing. And we got this low right here. And I'm gonna mark the body of the candle. So here it is. That's one thing. And then what I can target is this equal low, equal highs right there. Not exactly equal highs, but yeah. And also on 15-minute time frame, we got this until 15-minute gap. Nothing more, nothing crazy. So I'm just going to play it out to 9:30. So we already got it. So we are tapping into this candle gap, I mean candle body, and then like rejecting off it. So still no entry, still no entry right there. Still no entry. We can try this 1 minute gap right there. Reason because we got the 1 minute inversion. We are already swept this, what's that? Um, Market open low, which is market opening wick. I mean, not exactly market opening wick. 9:30 wick right there. Already swept the 9:30 wick. So that's a pretty good sign for us to go bullish. And what is the reason? We got an inversion, a fair value gap that's been respected to the bullish side. And on top of it, we also have this what is that? 15-minute uh unfilled fair value gap right there. So price most likely want to go there. So you can take an entry off this 1 minute gap right there I'll take one, four contracts in, just going to here, and then take profits going to be this high, maybe 50% of that 15-minute gap. Yeah. And also on top of it, I got this 50%, 25% break. Yeah. Right there. Perfect entry, perfect exit. So that's first day of the week, Monday. And how much did I? Four contracts got 193 points, which is crazy. So this is exactly nothing but a 25% break, internal low sweep, and then what else? We got a 1 minute inversion, a 1 minute change in state delivery, 1 minute inversion, 1 minute fair value gap holding, and we have 25% break for the swing, and then we have a rejection after 25% again once the price came back into it. And played out pretty good, targeting alpha fair value gap. This is what I should have done, but exactly I did the opposite. So not worried about it. But anyways, here we are. Here we go. So let's go Tuesday. So Monday was a winning trade again. I didn't do much. What do we have right here? Nothing crazy. Seriously, look at this. We got this 15 minute, I mean, not 15 minute. We got this London low sweep right there. And price rejecting off this 15-minute gap. And pretty much we are bullish overall because as you can see, we have a multiple rejection of the bearish value gap, which is right here. Also, we got another inside session and another one right here. That's very tiny, but still fair value gap is a fair value gap. So, and also on top of it, we have another fair value gap in this call. So pretty much an amazing rejection for being bullish. So here we go, the 1 minute time frame. So as you can see, price entered this 1 minute gap, and still we don't have entries. So better wait for that thing. So what can I do? I'm just going to have my 25% breaker, which is right here. We didn't actually reject off 25% yet, but we can wait. There we go. Another what is that? Another inversion on 1 minute time frame. Let's go to the 5 minute time frame. So 5 minutes we already have an inversion. And this is where exactly I started selling because of being bearish, because I was being bearish and that's really stupid. So anyways, so we have a multiple rejection of this 15-minute gap. I didn't even notice it when I was trading. I didn't even notice this 5 minute inversion. None of that. Oh, all right, we got a 1 minute inversion. Once the price comes back to the 75%, I'm gonna enter on a trade, which is right up here, and then going to target the previous day's PM session side, and nothing much. So I'm gonna have my stop loss below this 5 minutes gap, 5 minutes inversion. Uh, let's see. There we go. We got triggered in. That's like a huge data candle. So probably would have closed it or been break even somewhere when would have closed it right here at this high. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to close there. And yeah, anyways, would have definitely taken a lot of cautious probably. And didn't even the lunch session didn't even start and I already got and my take profit already got smashed. So this is something that we want to see. So second winning trade, nothing crazy. We are rejecting off 15-minute gap, I mean, London low sweep, and what else we have? What else we have for the confirmation? So we don't have a 25% rejection, 25%. What is that? Rejection. So we didn't have the price tapped into 25% again. So this could have been a indication that the price is going to go up, and then we could have probably taken the trade right here, taken partials, close the trade right there. So it's pretty simple, nothing much. Once you see a candle close, take a swing, mark out these um swing high, swing low on a fib levels 25, 50, 75, and then one. So these are the levels. Once the swing breaks this 25%, and if the price comes back to 25%, this is an entry. This is the stop loss. This is where you take half of your position off, and this is where you close the complete position, 75%. So, which is something I came up with, and basically seems like a trend line break and retest or whatever it is. This is what I took, but there's also a lot of additional things that we need to add into it. So liquidity sweep, high attention fair value gaps, or a major key level, whatever it is. So I want to see some more of it. So there is another three confluence I need in order for me to take a trade this low at the very low. But this seems pretty obvious, and this is the only place that I could see myself taking a trade. Nothing much or whatever. But anyways, um, let's go on to the next day. Now I'm gonna waste time. It's already been like 1:30 in the morning. Just got home and it's really tight. Oh my God. Didn't even expect that. So what do we have here? We are very clearly rejecting this all-time highs right there. What else we have? 15-minute break structure. Not exactly a break structure, but that's going to be called as changing state delivery. And did we close below this 15-minute gap? Yes, we did. So most likely price would hold this 15-minute gap. We need to see some sort of confirmation on the lower time frame, which is 5 minutes probably. So we got a 5-minute market structure shift right there. And also I'm gonna do one more thing is this fifth level price rejecting of 75%. And also there's an order block right there. And we also leaving out this 5-minute unfilled for valid gap. So that should be a breakaway gap. if the price is about to go down. So there's a lot of theory part in this. So, I mean, yeah, let's get it. So these are the things that I need to watch before market open or whatever the time that I'm trading. He rejecting very clearly rejecting off this 5 minutes gap right there. I was wrong and this didn't. Yeah. Why would I go for a buy entry after seeing that volume? And so unless I get a proper high time frame rejection, high time frame liquidity sweep, and high time frame rejection for me to go buy or switch my direction, counter trade or whatever it is. Why would I do that? So for me, there's literally no entry. So even on a 5 minute time frame, you don't got nothing. Nothing out there. So this is exactly when I'm gonna take a trade. And where can we target? We can target this low right here or the previous day's near low. I still didn't tagged into the trade. And this is where I'm gonna have my limit right there. I'm gonna put my stop loss there. I'm gonna probably close it right here at this. I was if I was watching price action, I would have definitely 100% closed it right after that inversion. Oh my God. So it's pretty simple. Another winning trade. Probably this can also be an entry based off this. Oh my God. Ah, oh, all right. I just couldn't do it. Ah, what am I gonna do now? All right. So this can also be an entry after this high has been swept. And also, if you put your fib, what do you see? We clearly rejecting, I mean, breaking the 25%. We have an inversion. We got a fair value gap, three confirmations. And do we have a liquidity sweep on the left? Yes, we do. We right, which is right here. Um, so pretty much that also gives you a buy entry right there, and probably can target again and again and again. So you can target 75 right there, which is exactly where the price started reversing. So also this could have been an entry after seeing this rejection, fair value gap being inversed right here. So you can see rejection right exactly at 50% of this 1 minute gap. And then we have swing 75% rejection right there. We got a 1 minute inversion, a 1 minute market structure shift, and a 1 minute fair value. That's really tiny, but still that is valid. So we could probably take a trade off here, keep the stop loss at the swing high. And once price breaks structure, we can like trail or do whatever you want, take partials or whatever you want. So this is pretty much simple mechanical and technical, really, really technical, but this is really, really effective. That's what I believe. And it seems effective. It seems working out too. So this is the only task that we have, right? The only task I have in I trade is that I need to actually be able to actually look into this price action properly and how to say this. I need to clear my throat. Yeah. So I need to be able to have a clear mind in order for me to like actually look into this chart and look into the price action properly, like how I did it right now. So something which can only be attained when my mind is clear, or so something like that. That's what I wanted to say right here. It's pretty simple. I cannot lose, even though I don't have anything. I don't remember anything in this chart right now. But yeah, it's pretty simple. This is exactly what I need to follow. This is printing every single day. And I can never say that I don't have a freaking entry every day. I literally have an entry every single day. The only thing that I need to do is just look into the entry and then trade that with confidence and whatever, man. Trade that with confidence and hold that with confidence. So these are the two things that I need to do and put a decent amount of risk into that trade. So this literally played out from the tick right there. I don't even know what to say, but anyways, all right, let's go to 15 minutes. Oh my God, that's a huge drop. But if we have 930, 930, 930, 930, it's right there. Okay, what do we have? We have 15-minute inversion. Uh, in the gap being respected. Also, liquidity sweep inside the 15-minute gap, which is very, very strong sign that the price is respecting that gap. And let's go to 1 minute. So 1 minute, we already have an entry right there. Change the state, rejecting off liquidity sweep, internal sweep, rejecting off high temperature value gap, which is what is this? 15-minute gap. And we have this 15-minute, which is 1 minute inversion right there. 1 minute change in state right here. And a fair value gap being formed. That's like an A plus setup. So once this happened, I could even take a trade right here. So this is something that I can do. So oh, target is low, or where else we can target? That's too far for the. Uh, so that could be an entry I didn't actually enter yet. There you go. This is an entry. This is the entry that we need to take. 50% consequent encroachment of that candle, 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute for value gap, and then target this low. Easy, easy. Look at that. Pretty simple. 100% working out. Didn't do nothing. This is exactly happening every single day. So this is the core concept, bro. Nothing crazy. Not applying right here. So these are the things that we need to like look into. These are the things that we need to look into. And that's like 1:1.2. That's like 1:1 hour. That's pretty simple. Nice risk to reward. Decent. I mean, that's the most comfortable risk to reward that we can actually be in. But yeah, anyways, we still going to have a buy entry after this. Let's get. I'm gonna mark this swing right there. So we got a liquidity sweep. We need an inversion, which is here. Probably if the price would do that, I can well and good enter off this 25%. So there we go. We even got a fair value gap. I'm going to enter off that was for 16, the closest fair value gap. And I'm going to target this, keep my stops at the low. It's not like one is it's pretty zero drawdown. Zero drawdown, bro. Zero drawdown on this trade. I don't know, man. Like, how in the world I get cold? I didn't even drink anything cold except iced coffee. Uh, I'm done. Seriously. Fuck. So also got another information right here for myself, which is we have a 25% break. If the price didn't break 25% and retest 25 back again, there's no entry, right? So if the price directly breaking 50%, we can expect the price to come back to 50%. And this is where you can take your partial. This is where you can take close your full trade. So something like this could also be an entry, and we also have a fair value gap in there. So why not take that entry? So it's pretty much basically going to treat the 50% level as 25% breakout. So whatever, man, like it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is just look into this and analyze it properly, and then have the proper psychology for you to hold the trade or take the trade. So that's the only thing that we need to do and nothing else. The rest, the price action will do it itself. So let's go, let's go. Should I be trade? Should I be practicing Friday because it's so fucked up? It's fucking drop. I know it. That's all I know, dude. All right. So now gonna lie. There's nothing else to see on Friday because that's so stupid as price action I've ever seen. Look at that. That's a huge drop. Nothing much, nothing crazy. So that's about it for the video. And just gonna close my trading view. Just gonna close this. Just gonna close it. Close everything pretty much. All right, man. As always, believe in yourself, believe in God. Anything is possible. So keep going. It's proven pretty simple. If you keep showing up, you are going to win. So that is written and winning is really, really easy. All you gotta do is just set your mind and tell your mind that you're a winner. So that is the only things that you need to do. And as always, adios.